Welcome to this tutorial for Rodeo Ticket. Today I'm going to show you how to sell sponsorships. So you'll start by logging into your account. And then you'll see all of your rodeos for the year. Of course, this is our demo account, so these are just example rodeos that we use for tutorials like these. So we're going to click on the English rodeo today. And then one quick thing, you'll see if you scroll all the way down, you'll see all of your sponsorship categories here. You'll just see it if you have sponsorship set up. So if you don't have sponsors, you won't see this, but it's a really nice quick summary of your sponsorship sales and what your openings are. So that's nice to have on the dashboard. All right, to start sales, we're going to go to the sidebar menu and select sponsors. And I'm going to start on the edit form page. So if I go to settings, you'll see below here I have some sales settings. So I'll set the opening day that I want sales to open. I'll set the closing day for when sponsorship sales close. And then I can select who pays the online fee. Right now, it defaults to your rodeo, but if you want to change it to the card holder, you can. If there are different check payment details for sponsorships, you can input those here. Otherwise, it will default to your current payee. And then, of course, you can add the sponsor waiver here. Once you have those settings set up, and obviously I've been in here already, so I've added those settings previously. But once you're happy with that, you're going to go ahead and click Save. And then we'll go back to the dashboard. And then sponsors from the sidebar menu, manage sponsors. Now you can navigate to the edit form page in those settings by clicking this edit form button from this page, which is nice. So that's convenient. And then you'll also want to double check that when you've added categories, you've clicked the sell the sponsorship category. You can always go back and edit your category to turn sales on or off. But to use our sales functionalities, you'll need to make sure that that checkbox is checked for all of the categories you want to either sell online or send invoices for. Okay. So we're going to add a sponsor here. So we'll click add sponsor. We're going to fill out all of this information, and then at the bottom I can click add free sponsor, and then that's the end of the sponsorship process, or I can click charge for sponsor. So I'll show you what it looks like to charge for a sponsor. So we'll click this button, and now we're redirected to this page. It automatically pulls in the price for the sponsorship, but if you need to make changes to that price, you can edit that and click update. If you have a sponsor on the phone and they're paying by credit card, you can input all of that information for them here and just purchase the sponsorship. Or if you've gotten a check and you're just filling out that information, you can select check and then click purchase sponsorship. If you're just sending an invoice, you can click create invoice. You'll make sure the email address is correct. You'll fill in the billing name and the due date, and then you can send that invoice. So that's nice and convenient and quick to get those invoices created and sent. I'm just going to go ahead and purchase the sponsorship like I had a check in front of me. All right, and then you'll see that we've got our new sponsor here. I didn't upload a logo, so the logo's not appearing right here. And then if I need to, I can add a promotion from the company, and that's just an offer they're giving my attendees, or I can ask them to add an offer for attendees, and if I hit this, then an email is sent to them and they can update that information themselves. So that is how you can process and track those payments from our system through our backend. I'm going to show you really quickly the other way that sponsor sales work. So go to the dashboard, and then we'll hit website links here. And we've got our purchase sponsor page. And you'll see that I still need to do some editing on this page to make it look fully ready. But you'll see I've got my sponsorship opportunities here. I've got their costs. People can click the compare and see all the different options here. They can look at the individual inclusions for each sponsorship. And then when they're ready to buy a sponsorship, they can click the sponsor button, and then they can pay online or even request an invoice. So it's a really nice way for if there are companies that are looking for sponsorship opportunities as part of their marketing efforts, they can find you online and buy a sponsorship without you having to do any outreach. So that's a really nice feature here. And I will show you in another video how you can customize this page to match your branding. All right, thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.